TOA family, what's going on? Happy Monday, happy new week. I missed you guys last week. I apologize. We're getting ready for our big InfoComm webinar. If you missed that, tune in.
Is it a banger?
It was a banger. That's right. It was that good. It was that good. But hey, we got a new topic. And before we get into that, I want to talk about our podcast every single Monday night, 8:30 Eastern. That's right. Fall is upon us. It's getting cool. I love this weather. Love it. Absolutely love it. And the topic today is going to be relevant for you guys that just walked into your brand new offices or maybe your hybrid type scenarios. And, there's something missing when you walk in there. What could it be? You're looking around, it's a little dull. Well, guess what? We're talking about welcoming technology into your reception area. That's right. Brand new article from Commercial Integrator that we just pulled up. And I love this one because we're actually thinking about integrating some AV into TOA's reception area. That's right. We want people, we want potential clients, we want potential employees, we want our employees, our friends, our family to walk into an environment and be blown away. Be relaxed, be entertained, be engaged. Use technology in that sort of way. It's prime real estate. You walk into reception, it's the first impression. It's like when you call a company and you talk to one of our great customer service representatives, or maybe one of us in PSG, and you have that awesome conversation and you're like, boom, I want to continue talking to these guys. Well, guess what? The same thing happens in reception. You walk into a business, or even easier, you walk into somebody's home, into the living room. You look around and you can immediately tell what kind of person he or she is, right? Or that family or whatever. It helps the business communicate their identity, and it makes people leave. I was gonna say live, could be live, with a memory, with a memorable experience, right? It's all about that user experience, and it can happen in your office, and it could leave great impressions. Once people leave, wherever they're there. It could be an interview, it could be a business conference, it could be a meeting, it could be anything. And we have to look around these offices or these locations and figure out, how we can make them better, cooler, increase the user experience wherever we can. And if you're an AV company, you probably have stuff you can use right in your office, or you're very familiar with the tools of technology out there that you can offer your clientele. Not only audio, but the visual. I think this is where the visual experience can really play a key impact. So you guys that are doing video as well, a lot of you guys are, obviously, make sure you're ready to go. Let me just make sure I'm logged in here so I can actually discuss the article. All right. And guys, once again, if you didn't see our webinar last week, you can check it out on YouTube along with any other of our webinars in the past. You guys want to make sure you're definitely signed up for those. Just give me a moment here while I log in. Gotta love technology, right? Gotta love it. Up on YouTube, we have a channel dedicated to all of our webinars, all of our podcasts as well. Anything that we did, we just started doing our employee introductions. We have Andy up on there. I believe Jim McGinnis is going to be our next experiment. You guys, I'm sure you guys know Jim. Jim's a great guy. Based out of engineering. Jim does a lot of your design work that you guys reach out to us on a daily basis. That we do for free, by the way. Free design. All right. It came up. Here we go. So I said video. A term being used here. Maybe you guys are familiar with digital signage. Could be the same thing. Let me give you guys an example. We'll use TOA as an example. You walk into our reception area. We have a large screen to your left. Well, we plan on integrating one. We don't have one yet. We're getting there. New products. We're working on new products. Why not do a slideshow? Boom. Brand new slideshow, brand new products, whatever we're doing at the time or the current time. We can show it off right there. A potential client, customer, employee, whomever that might be, looks at it, has a ton of questions, and we're there to answer them. It just piques interest right away. So you can use a video wall for literally anything you want. It could be a company party you just held. You want to do a video slideshow or a photo slideshow. It could be news. Could be company news. It could be the weather. It could be anything. Could be anything you want, as long as you're increasing that user experience instead of somebody coming in there to a dull office and just sitting down and waiting, and you could hear the birds chirping, any of that weird stuff. So yeah, there's literally, once you get a screen there, display, you can put up anything you want, limitless. The only thing limiting you is the piece of hardware, but screen-wise, think about what you can throw up there. You can throw up anything you want. You can do a dynamic layout. Currently in our conference rooms, Kevin Wilkin has a slideshow going of art. Love it. Absolutely love it. I love coming in there, seeing a new picture of art. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. It's connected to Google. Google has its own algorithm where it produces its own visual images and things like that. All in real time, all dynamic. You don't have to do anything. You just click a button, boom, there you go. That easy. Makes a huge difference. Another thing, if you want to step it up a notch, the article mentions OLED. If you guys are not familiar with OLED, it is the future of visual display. It is beautiful. It is bright. It is gorgeous. You don't have to go that high end, but there are transparent types of boards out there or video displays that you can use. That's taking it to the next level. So what if maybe you guys have something there already, you want to bring it up a notch. Maybe you rely on visual. Maybe what you do is visual, and you want to just show that off in the highest resolution possible. Think about OLED displays. Another thing is digital frames. Digital frames are just like, you can use any display as a digital frame, obviously, but there are frames out there that use technology that are truly replicating the artistic style, so it gives you that paper feel or that canvas feel. So if that's something you want to get into, that's out there. Another thing you can do is utilize the space like an access control system. It depends on your type of business, right? But if you guys wanted to use it as a surveillance point or maybe a control point, so let's say your office is utilizing some type of digital interface throughout. Maybe that might be a control surface for AV equipment. It could be something like intelligent lighting or maybe applications. This is another level, obviously. So if you're not even utilizing technology in your offices, for larger offices, something like a visitor management system, right on a little iPad or some kind of touch interface. Where they can go in and check in. This is depending on the business. Obviously, this is something you guys can recommend to your clients. So one key point here, as I'm getting into these features, it's all business dependent. The display thing that I mentioned first, super simple. Anybody can use it. But as I go down the list here, it's going to be business dependent. You want to see what they're doing, how they're taking in clients, how people are coming in and out of the reception area, whatever that may be. You want to make sure you understand their business. If it's a manufacturer like ourselves, displays are great, showing off product. Perhaps it could be anything. Just make sure you understand the business, how they're currently operating, and how you can improve that. It's all about improving the user experience, right? There's always ways to do that. Not only are you improving the user experience, but you're also optimizing workflow within the office, eliminating paper trail, going digital full speed. The list goes on and on. So yeah, a VMS or a visitor management system is a pretty cool way. And this is great for something or a business that has a lot of workflow or a lot of traffic, that comes in and out of their reception area. Another thing you might want to do, let's say you want to utilize audio or sound within reception. You're going to want to think about maybe isolating that sound to that specific location. So if there are office workers a couple feet behind that, they're not going to want to be hearing things. Or if it's a loud reception type environment, could be a restaurant, could be anything. You want to make sure that the sound is isolated in that area. So that could be something you guys want to definitely create. It could be a clean room. It could be clean room as in sound. So maybe you're not utilizing sound, but you want it very quiet. What if it's the opposite? What if the working area is much louder? Well, then you just have to flip-flop that around. For offices, it would be the other way around. Typically, the office would be a lot quieter than reception. So you're going to want to keep that in mind. Are there a lot of people coming in and out? Make sure visitors are isolated in that area when it comes to sound. They're not interrupting the other office workers and so on and so forth. So it's funny because I opened this article up and I'm like, wow, we're actually, we're thinking about boosting the morale within the office and using space where we can, right? And that's a key term in today's world is taking these, it might be larger spaces because we want people spread out, obviously, due to what's going on. But you're going to want to utilize space to the best of your ability and bring in technology to those areas where you can. A lot of these companies that you're dealing with are integrated with commercial AV products. Think about where you can boost that opportunity within their business, within their office, preferably in reception, like we're talking about here. I think reception is because it's that first entryway into a business. I know when I was interviewing way back in the day, as I walked in there, I'm a high-tech guy. I love technology. And companies that had maybe a digital interface that I was interacting with, or I heard some high-quality audio, maybe some video where I can kind of learn about the company as I'm waiting, whatever that may be, it's an investment for the business. It's an investment it's a long-term investment that literally can't hurt anybody. People today, they want to get involved. They want to interact. And that just keeps the morale boosted internally and externally. And it's just a great thing. So guys, take a look at this article. I love it. We're doing it here at TOA. Not only are we doing with audio, but we are doing with video as well. A couple guys are going to be running a little 70-volt system within our office to pump it up a little bit. You know what I mean? And then we're going to add some video monitors, within our reception area. But our huddle rooms are great right now. We're utilizing it to the best of our ability. Like I said, we have slideshows running throughout the office of great artwork that just randomly generates based on an algorithm. Super cool. You sit down, you get ready for your meeting, and you see this beautiful work of art. It just brings you up, brings your morale up, and boosts your workflow mentality up. It's just nothing but positives. That's all I gotta say. All right, guys, that is it. Thanks again for tuning in. Again, every single week, every Monday, 8:30. We'll see you next week. If you guys missed the webinar, check it out. It's a banger. It's a good one. You'll enjoy it. And we'll see you guys shortly. Enjoy the rest of your week and take care.